to the top of the hour, 7 a.m. And you're live here on 3FM Sunrise. On 3FM 92.7. It's a glorious Monday morning. It's the start of a brand new week, and we're coming in hot, hot, hot. And did you know that today is International Youth Day? It's celebrated annually on August 12th. It's a United Nations designated day to recognize and celebrate the contributions of young people around the world. The day aims to raise awareness about the challenges and issues facing the world's youth and to promote their active participation in society. So a very, very happy International Youth Day to all of us. Today we have our focus heavily on the youth, and do be sure to engage us on the socials. We're testing the pulse of the youth. You can find us on Facebook. We're on Instagram, also on X, formerly Twitter. The hashtag we're using this morning, it is hashtag 3FM Sunrise.
When them say we have to pay for the oxygen we breathe.
We'll connect now with Felicity Appiah-Ampofo, chief forecaster with the Ghana Met. She'll let us know what the weather will be looking like. Rather misty, cloudy, a bit foggy here in Kanda. Could be different where you are, but we'll find out from Felicity. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. How are you doing this morning?
I am much better today than yesterday.
Well, do tell us. It's very misty, very cloudy, very foggy. Are these conditions replicated across the country?
Yes, especially over the southern sector. And around this time, this is what we are anticipating to be affecting us, especially those of us over the southern sector.
Okay, I see. That's why today, if visibility is a bit poor, it's because that's the weather conditions. But do tell us, what else can we expect? Temperatures, rain probability, and so on and so forth.
Thank you so much. Good morning to our dear viewers and listeners. Yes, the conditions that we are anticipating or that we are experiencing, the misty and foggy, we expect it to give way from mid-morning into variably cloudy conditions over most portions of the country. We expect the sun to also come in the afternoon, and then temperatures will be a bit warm in the afternoon, around 29, 32 for the entire country. We still have some low chances of light rain or drizzle over the coastal streets and some few areas within the southern sector. But it's not going to be a rain that will cause havoc or destruction, something that we can manage. And it's not every place that will experience it. Even in Accra, some areas in Kanda may get some, but some areas within the same Kanda may not get it. So that's the nature that we are anticipating to happen this morning and later in the evening. For our brethren over the north, they will have variably cloudy throughout the forecast period with low chances of rain and thunder in the late afternoon into the evening hours. Last night, some areas had some showers late night around 9-10 p.m. We expect similar conditions to prevail today around some other places.
Now, do tell us about the Upper West region. What we're gathering is that there hasn't been rain for about 2 months now. Can you shed some light on that for us, please?
Yes, for not only the Upper West region, some over the Upper East, and then those around Oti into the Bono, Ahapo, and then Ahapo East areas. They have also not been getting any meaningful rainfall during the season. We had some conditions that we called a little dry season, which normally affects the southern sector but currently it's shifting over the northern sectors and portions of the transition zone. The winds are cold and they are heavy, so as it comes, it's not being able to lift to form the convective type of cloud, but rather forming stratiform types of cloud with another condition that we call inversion, temperature inversion in the upper layers. So it's not allowing the clouds to grow. That will give us the convective rains that will be meaningful for farming activities. All these things can be tied to another factor that we call intertropical zone or boundary or discontinuity that monitors the weather zones. So it has also shifted far inland over the Sahel region around latitude 23 degrees with respect to our Greenwich meridian. So almost all the active zones are into Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. But then the system are not so massive so that portions can trigger around the northern sector. So all these things have cut off the rain totally. But there is good news. We are anticipating the ITB to start descending, and as it starts descending, the rains will also come. So
fantastic. From
now till September into October, yes, we'll get meaningful rainfall. But the fear is those around the transition. It's likely the crops may not survive.
Fantastic. Felicity, that was very comprehensive indeed. Do have a wonderful day. We'll be looking to the socials for any updates to follow.
Thank you so much.
Again, that was Felicity Ahafenyo, chief forecaster with the Ghana Met.
Yeah.
In the whole wide world. All right, well, let me say good morning to one Sixtus Ullo as well as Mr. Johnnie Hughes Ni Agbo Aye. Gentlemen, good morning. How are we doing?
I am Zosimlina.
Zosimlina.
Thank you.
Actually, I like that.
Bogu.
Of Bogu. Zosimlina. Of Bogu.
Of the Dagban Kingdom.
Of the Dagban Kingdom.
Thank you.
And today, is this another Sonar fashion exclusive?
Please.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Six was just taking.
International Youth Day Shada is here. we will not go agree.
Today is International Youth Day.
Yes,
for the purposes of statistics, I believe the UN classifies the youth's cutoff point as 24. So for those of you in here and for myself, I'm not
The Ghana age is different.
The Ghana age is different.
UN is 24.
Yes.
No.
Is it not 35?
So they categorize it.
They
in
changed it
different
again.
ways. So this one is the definition of youth varies.
young youth and old
normally,
youth.
exactly.
Yes.
There's the distinction between the young people.
Yes, and specifically, the United Nations for statistical purposes defines youth as individuals between the ages of 15 and 24.
No, I'm sure you are using the UNESCO.
It says the age range is commonly used by international organizations to categorize
24.
youth.
No, so
Although
don't use the UNESCO ages for us.
Don't worry. You listen. Happy Youth Day to all of us. Let's get into the news.
24, you are still in school.
Yes.
You are still dependent on somebody for school fees.
Sisters, don't scare them. Don't scare them. The Daily Searchlight this morning. Scandal. Man robbed at gunpoint by the Daily Searchlight. This is something very serious that you are telling us this morning. They say man robbed at gunpoint by IGP's men.
IGP's men.
I don't know
Meaning
what they mean
policemen?
by that. Look at this,
You
and
could
they
just
have,
check
of
out the
course.
story. You could check out the story.
Okay, let's quickly dive in, and then we'll get into it. So, a young man has claimed, I see, that he has been robbed at gunpoint by two policemen. Okay, according to...
I saw this is a viral video that's gone up and
let's move on. I understand what is going on. Don't worry.
The headline has just been sensational.
Yes, it is. The gender equity bill has not been signed yet. Dakwa Newman, High Court exonerate Tobinko over fake drugs. Vice President Baumia advocates free and fair elections in Africa. Airbus corruption scandal. Fixing the country movement rejects OSP probe. I take you to the Supreme newspaper this morning. Alleged fake drugs. Tobinko floors Opuni in court. Holy Apostolic Reformed Church saga. Court jails 3 pastors for contempt of courts. It's a very serious issue. Your jobs are secured under Baumia. Napo tells student nurses. Government pushes Electrochem to employ local people. NADMO continues to support victims of the Akosombo Dam spillage in Mepe. 2024 Miss Geek Ghana celebrates female tech innovators. And the Central Bank of Liberia reaffirms financial strength of the banking sector. Finally, the custodian newspaper, NLA approves 25% commission for lotto writers, and Baumia seeks free and fair polls in Africa. New Shippers Law success depends on teamwork. And then there's a piece here by Gabi Otredako. He says the hypocrisy of partisan politics. That's the piece he has.
Well, the New Finder newspaper says NLA increases lotto writers commission to 25%. Well, the NLA is still not doing business with the GBC. The state hates the state, so they are not transacting business with the state. Botre advocates intra-Commonwealth trade and investment with Mauritanian leaders. Court exonerates Tobinco Pharmaceuticals of fake drug allegations. BOG adds $6.87 billion of gold to reserves through domestic gold purchase program for economic stability. YEA touts achievements under Kofi Japon's 2-year tenure. The Ghanaian Times says at Doha Forum in Accra, let's unite to strengthen democratic institutions. Vice President to African political leaders. Also, FDA ordered to pay 905,760 Ghana cedis to Tobinco Pharmaceuticals. Ooh, that's a huge amount of money. Bese Manche ushers in Mashi Homowo Festival, performs right to begin celebration of the iconic event. On the back page, what we have: Hearts welcome, overcome Hearts of Lions to win Bese Manche Peace Cup. Oh, Hearts beat Hearts of Lion. Glorious Accra Hearts of Folk. Boundary Commission ECOWAS move to promote security along Ghana's borders. On the BMFT's front page, investment in our Greek value chain remains non-negotiable. Panelists at the GEF. Fidelity Bank leads charge in climate resilience culture. Also, the state-owned enterprises profitability resolved on corporate governance, and the rest is for Sixtus Ullo.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Daily Graphic front page. Feeling exceptionally heavy this morning. Banner headline: Cocoa Board invests 942 million Ghana cedis on farms. This is according to Chief Executive Officer. Chiefs deserve bigger roles in governance. Vice President says at Homowo, it's pleasant to be vindicated. Mahama is quoted here. That's a JDM. At the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper, Hearts tame Lions with shootout to win Homowo Cup. That's it for the Daily Graphic newspaper. Away and on to the Daily Guide newspaper, Ghana's favorite paper. Guess who is screaming? Dr. Baumia rejects Mohammed's return to power. And still on the same front page, court exonerates Tobinco over fake drug claim. £5 million Airbus scandal. OASP's investigation a whitewash. Union petitions Energy Ministry over OCTP unitization. On the back page, there's VAR coming to GPL soon. Kurt Azuma inspires youth with Zoom clinics. Uncle T FC boss gets SOS honor, and West Coast Golf rocks celebrity club. And there's a Daily Analyst without fear or favor. Court exposes Opuni for framing up Tobinco, describes former FDA boss actions as unlawful. Alleged fake drugs, court ruling affirms my innocence. Chief Executive of Tobinco, Elder Dr. Samuel Amu Tobin, is the one speaking. Akufo-Addo urged to approve affirmative action bill. Now is the time for research-based poverty alleviation programs. IFRIG advocates no diplomatic tension between Ghana and Burkina Faso. Foreign Ministry replies, Mahama, pay trainee nurses. Mahama to government.
Fantastic. Well, on that note, we'll park it here for the news review. Go on a very quick break. When we come back, our resident biter is in pole position. Johnny's Bite comes up next. It's also the People's Bite. This is 3FM Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Don't go too far.
Star 712 #